Well, Yankees needed their bats to continue to hit. They continued to hit. They need length. They needed length from their starting rotation. They got that too. In a 7-0 win against the Marlins of Miami. And absolutely fantastic. Nestor Cortes, 8 innings, gave the Yankees exactly what they needed. Okay. Now, I'll break this down for you really quickly. He went 8 innings versus Jesus Luzardo. Okay, he went 8 innings, 2 hits, 6 strikeouts, 102 pitches. And then the new acquisition, Josh Masajeski, who just was brought up today, went in and threw the ninth. I think he might have thrown, what did he throw? 4 pitches. So, 3 outs. What's up, Jack Dadios? What's up, Wank? But the Yankees win. It's always nice to celebrate a Yankees win. This is fantastic. Anthony Volpe stayed hot, 3-run home run. Juan Soto got on the board, 3-run home run. Alex Verdugo was hitting the ball. This is fantastic, guys. I mean, it really is. I just lost to hear this. Soto was 2 for 3 with the 3-run bomb. Stanton, 3 for 4. He's still hitting the bat. He's still hitting the ball, right? He's made some adjustments to his, not only his stance, but with his elbow and his back arm, where he's tucking it in. It's allowing him to make adjustments with his swing, and it looks like he's he's making better contact with the ball too. So, and you got hits from Rizzo, you got hits from Volpe, who's 1 for 3. Alex Verdugo, 3 for 3. He needed that too. So all across the board, good baseball. And good defense from Birdie, too, at third base. So this is fantastic. Shout out Jonathan, CWA, Ethan Wolf, Ethan Valley. What's good? Yeah, and again, Luzardo, the man that so many Yankee fans wanted the Yankees to trade for, even to give up Spencer Jones for. He got rocked by the Yankees today. I'm not saying he's a decent looking pitcher, but he had 8 hits, 7 runs, and 4 2/3 innings. Okay, 94 pitches, 4 strikeouts, 5 walks. He's very hittable. Very hittable. So, but that just goes to show you why I would not give up Spencer Jones for Jesus Luzardo. And, I stand by that one. But the Yankees are 9-2. 9-2. So, I hope you folks are happy. Billy Branch Clemens is in the house, the boy. Well, a lot of folks wanted Luzardo. I mean, I would have liked Luzardo, but not at the price of Spencer Jones or Jason Dominguez. And some folks are saying, it's going to cost Jones and Will Warren. Like, are you out of your mind? Why in the world would they consider doing that? No way. And this is where I'm glad Brian Cashman doesn't give in to these ridiculous demands, right? So, yeah, I mean, hopefully Judge, 10-2 is, well, they'll be 10-2 hopefully tomorrow. They're 9-2 right now. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? Stephen B. Sick pranks. What is good? Hit them like buttons, gang, by the way, if you haven't hit those thumbs up yet. Let's get those thumbs. We'll try to get over 100 thumbs up if we can. Daniel Berry Sports. Consigliere is in the house. I'm not ignoring you, dude. I'll never ignore you. Sometimes this thing scrolls fast and I don't see what goes. That's why I scroll back. But you're the consigliere. You're my Tom Hagen. I can't ignore you. There's no way. No way. You're a made man, dude. Remember that. Yusuf Perkins. Yeah, Volpe was robbed, but Volpe got that home run. So, well, Luzardo is good, Ethan, but not Spencer Jones good. I wouldn't have even given up Spencer Jones for Corbin Burns for a year. So that's just me, though. Some people would have. I would have not. Not for 1 year, Burns. No way. So, but that's the way it is. Soon, Neil, there he is. There he is. We got Texas's finest up in here. We got Clemenza, we got Sunil, we got Consigliere. Yeah. Some of Texas' finest in here right now. Yes, indeed. But again, we are 9-2. Right? And the Yankees did make 3 roster moves today. I put out a short on that earlier. Gerrit Cole played catch today, and they reported already that he feels good after playing catch. So that's an encouraging sign as well. And for those that haven't heard, they DFA'd Clayton Andrews, pitcher. They assigned Jake Cousins to AAA Scranton, and they brought in that guy, Josh Masajeski, up today. And he came right in and pitched the ninth. 4 whole pitches, and they got 3 outs. Efficient, man. And Nestor Cortes, efficient. He gave us exactly what we needed today. Saved a lot of the bullpen. All of the bullpen with the exception of Mason Jeske, who's just here today. So it's fantastic. Really, really fantastic. It's a good. It's the best I've seen Cortes in a little while, James. And a lot of folks are, again, get rid of Cortes, this, that. Like, this is why I say it's too early to either worry too much about people, or it's also to worry to declare teams contenders already. It's too early for any of that. So, yeah, UConn's playing Purdue tonight. Yeah, and South Carolina took down Iowa last night in the women's. UConn's got Purdue tonight on the men's. So this is going to be a pretty fascinating. Did they start yet? Let's see. No, not yet. They start at 9:20 p.m. Eastern time. So, yeah. Gerrit Cole threw catch today, which is good, and he feels good. So, I will take any encouraging move or any encouraging start from a pitcher that was not great the first two starts. But again, it's still very, very early, and the weather is cold. And today was one of the warmer days in New York, so you could see the Yankees played a little bit better. Now, as to Wikipedia added Yankees alternate Navy uniform. I did not see that. That's pretty cool. I don't think it means anything. I don't think they're going to change uniforms, so I wouldn't. Wikipedia just does that aesthetically, so I don't think it means anything. Dang, I don't think it does, but you never know. So you got Purdue AS, and all right, spot, all right. I had a feeling South Carolina. They were too big for Iowa size, and they were 10 deep, like 9 or 10 deep. So it was too much for Caitlin Clark to do much. I'm not saying Cortes is back too, but he gave us the start we needed today. It's too early to say this one's back, that one's back. Like, I'm happy that Giancarlo Stanton, right now, Giancarlo Stanton's heating up. He's probably going to go on the stretch where he's he's unstoppable. And then at some point he'll get hurt. Then he'll be out. And then he'll come back and he'll stink for a while. And then he'll get hot again. That's just kind of the way that he streaks. And hopefully he stays healthy a little bit longer than usual. And it looks like he will be doing that. So I'm encouraged by that, and I hope he does do that. So, but yeah, Michael Ryan, again, against a struggling team, yeah, and hopefully they sweep them. At the very least, wins the series. They won the series against the Blue Jays, which is a good start. They need to do better against the AL East this year. Last year, they were 22-30 against the AL East. Okay, 22-30, which is not very good. So this year they need to do better against the American League East. So, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I think Purdue. I'm getting Purdue for the win too. But the Marlins are struggling. Yeah. Yes, exactly. A lot of, and I said this like the last couple of days, really too. Like a lot of teams that are struggling and just on a bad stretch, they will come to the Yankee Stadium, and play well against the Yankees, and all of a sudden, these terrible teams are not so terrible when they play the Yankees, and it doesn't look like that's likely going to be the case now, because the Yankees have such a better team, so much better depth. The lineup looks so much more relaxed, so much more locked in. A lot more productive at bats, a lot more patient at bats. So you could just see it. And it's really, really encouraging. I liked Verdugo today very much, and obviously Volpe and all the other guys too. But Verdugo, it was good to see. It was very good to see. Yeah, the Marlins are 1-10. The Yankees are 9-2. So, but again, yeah, I don't care who it is. Exactly, I'll take the win. And this was a prettier win for the Yankees. And if he's in the house, Bryce Stone right here. Salute my brother. The boy. I mean, Trevino's. I think Austin Wells should be starting more than him because he has a better bat. But Trevino's going to bring value to the line. He was, he caught Gerrit Cole most of the time. So I'm curious to see when Gerrit Cole comes back, whether that's still going to be the case or not. But again, a lot of these folks, a lot of the pitchers love Jose Trevino. And he's an elite game caller and defender. So, with the exception of a rough game he had yesterday, 9-2, Michael. We're 9-2 now against great teams, man. Yeah, the Astros, the Diamondbacks, the Blue Jays, like, yeah. But yeah, 8-2 against good teams, great teams. That's right. That's right. I hope it's the Yankees here. As long as they continue to stay where they're at and continue to stay at the top or near it, they'll be in a good spot. DM, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Volpe is a star of this game. I'm telling you, man, it could be. It feels differently. It really, really does. So this team feels more focused, more loose, happier. And again, like you see, Juan Soto looks happy. He's developing a special rapport with, a lot of his teammates actually, Judge and Gleyber Torres. They go get Spanish food up in Washington Heights, and then go get their haircuts late at night. They did that the other day, and which is great. And he's getting a lot of love from the bleacher creatures, especially after he hit that home run today. He was getting so much love. So you know, it's just gonna work in their favor in terms of bringing him back. It's gonna be a huge deal. There's no doubt about it. But he looks so good in pinstripes. He really does. You know, Red Sox played the A's and Angels. Yeah, well, exactly. Red Sox have they have a favorable April schedule, like just like the Orioles do, and the Yankees do not. But the Yankees are playing first place right now, tie for the best record in baseball. So I'll take that. Yeah, the guys in the bullpen got a rest. Damn right. And today, Lorenzo, so for those that don't know, Nick Swisher made his debut on Yes Network tonight. So he's in the booth. Nick Swisher's in the booth, baby. And so is Joe Girardi. So, like, it's fantastic. It really is. And Girardi was his manager in 2009. So, like, kind of awesome. Kind of awesome, Lorenzo. But yeah, Swisher's in the booth now, baby. No. Yeah, no, Nestor, a healthy Nestor is a good Nestor. I hope he stays that way. I hope the rest of that. I hope Cole keeps working his way back healthy. Um, you know, yeah, Eclipse was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I think the catcher should bat ninth. Yeah, I mean, most of the time, I would agree. I I think it's going to be Trevino and Wells, so they're going to be the platoon for the foreseeable future for the Yankees. The Yankees had people in the stadium. They gave out eclipse glasses. All the players had eclipse glasses. But they did, yeah. I mean, they were supposed to play this afternoon, so that people had tickets already, had tickets for an afternoon game, and then they just pushed it back because of the eclipse. But they let people in the game during that time so they could see the eclipse if they wanted to. So, which was kind of cool. They pushed it from I guess 2 or 3 to 6 the game today. So, and I'll take it. I'll take it. You know. But I mean, there was a little bit of an eclipse. I mean, maybe not middle of Texas. We got some good on the East Coast. We got some pretty decent footage of the eclipse. But NFT's right too. Right, so health is the key with this team. This team stays healthy, stays productive. This team's going to be dangerous, dangerous, and we have a lot of guys coming back in reinforcements. So from Scotty Frost to Oswald Peraza to DJ, we got good reviews and good reports on DJ today too. We got Tommy Canley coming back. So we have quite a bit of reinforcements on the way. But yeah, he has changed the Yankees. And again, he's rubbing off on a lot of players. He's rubbing off on Gleyber Torres, rubbing off on Volpe, he's rubbing off on a lot of these guys, Stanton, Judge, all across the board. So Birdie did bunt late in the game. He moved that runner over. Yep, Birdie did bunt. Yep. Nice, Billy. Nice. Yeah, well, exactly, Sean. I mean, next guy up, right? And whoever it is, whether you're batting first, whether you're batting fourth, whether you're batting eighth, these guys are all doing their part. And again, this is I can't remember the last time the Yankees had a team like this that was this balanced and this deep. So it's really encouraging to see. Makes me very happy to see. Right, CWE? I'm saying, man. Strike Michael, what kind of deal are you saying? What deal with the Marlins? What deal are you talking about? Well, exactly, Billy Branch. The Yankees have been working counts. That's one reason why Gleyber Torres is in the leadoff spot because he's seeing more pitches than everybody right now. So, and, and the fact is, his bat hasn't picked up the way that Volpe's has, which is why Volpe's in the middle half of the lineup and Torres is at the top. Volpe's right now manufacturing more runs than Torres is, but if that changes, I could see Torres moving down and Volpe moving up if Torres his bat starts to heat up too. So, and that's probably going. I think that will be the transition, outward from the middle of the lineup to the top of the lineup for Volpe and vice versa for Torres. I think that has to happen in order to facilitate that. In order for Volpe to eventually be the leadoff hitter and Torres to be more of the 4-5 guy. So, Nestor, yeah, exactly, Peter. He fried the fish, baby. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, we had some banging Marlins tonight, man. Banger Marlins. The Red Sox, yeah. Well, now that Trevor Story's out for could be the season, their infield took a huge hit. Was it yesterday? Shoulder. So that helped. That stinks. That stinks for them. Faded contract. Yeah, dang man. It's good news about DJ said he's feeling good. He's hitting the ball. He's getting good wood to the bat. He's staying healthy, and his foot's feeling better every day. So I guess he did have a broken bone on top of his foot, but he's actually feeling much better than he was a couple days ago, which is good. We have to pick a trade deadline target right now. My guess is would be maybe a bullpen piece or a back of rotation piece or something like that. Joe Brown, I think. But we'll see. I mean, things can change in the next couple months. Things can change for sure. Kane and Middleton signed. Where did he sign, Joe? But an arm like him, yeah. I forgot where he signed. Oh, I'm happy where Volpe is too. He's making adjustments, he's making improvements, and he's a night and day from where he was last year. So I think that well, exactly too. Like the lineup is working right now. I'm not going to mess with it if they're 9-2. They keep winning games. So, and I hope we get some length tomorrow from Carlos Rodon. I really do. So against this Marlins team. Well, the problem is, Michael, they're not going to move Torres for Arias. That's the problem right now. So on pitch, I mean, maybe they'll get a back end starter or a reliever, like a swingman from the Marlins. But they didn't move Torres, so it doesn't make any sense to get Arias at this point now, for the Yankees at least. Lorenzo, I did not see WrestleMania, but I saw clips of Cody winning it all and defeating Roman Reigns, which is pretty cool. I did see that. And did I see The Undertaker come back and lay the SmackDown on The Rock, too? Framber Valdez has a sore elbow. Oh, God. Telling you, man, it's crazy. Cody Rhodes finishes. Yeah. He's officially the Universal Champ now, right, Cody Rhodes? Good for him. I saw that he had a moment there with Triple H, and it was really cool. It was really cool. I didn't see it. I saw the footage afterward, but it's pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. Wow. Miami pitching is then. Edward Cabrera has, I think, a shoulder or a lat problem. Yuri Perez, their stud young pitcher, is having Tommy John. He's out for the season too. So I'm not exactly sure if they're going to move Luzardo. And I think Braxton Garrett might be hurt too. So but you have guys like Andrew Nardi, AJ Puck. One of those guys could be pried away maybe. But if they're going to move people, it's probably going to be like guys like Jazz Chisholm and some of those folks, because they do have some movable pieces. But if they're going to do a teardown, they might as well do a full teardown and just get lots of prospects back in return and stuff. So, but I don't know if I see that happening. I'm not sure. So, so Undertaker chokeslammed the Yeah. Paul Blackburn from the A's. Is he still with the A's? I don't know. Maybe depends on what he would cost. Braxton Garrett could be a decent target too. He's got more controllable years than Lazardo does too. Cabrera is becoming. I mentioned it too because he had a huge increase in the amount of innings pitched. I think it was going to wind up biting him in the butt, and it looks like he did. So Undertaker's forget. Yeah, he's super legend. Is Ron Washington? I don't know. I mean, he doesn't really have the personnel to do it. That's the unfortunate. They didn't make. I mean, they lost Otani, and who did they replace him with? Aaron Hicks, like you know, and they got Anthony Rendon. My like, it's. I feel bad for Mike Trout, man. I really do. So yeah, unfortunately, then Mitch Keller's not going to move anywhere. The Pirates, the way the Pirates are playing right now, but they did trade JT Brubaker to the Yankees last week. The Pirates, so the Yankees did get another arm, and he's been stocked away. He's coming off Tommy John, so he'll be here about in June, July. Lorenzo, I like to see the Pirates play well, but they did the same thing last year. They had a hot start and then they completely fell off the map. So, but I'd like to see the Pirates go a little bit further this year. I like to see them. I like to see teams like them or the Royals get into the playoffs. It'd be kind of cool. It really would. And the Pirates, they're pretty decent. They also added Domingo Herman. They added Aroldis Chapman, so they got some ex Yankees there too. But I would like to see them go into the playoffs. You know, uh, you know, it's we'll see how deep the Pirates are. We'll see how healthy they can stay in order to compete in. But the NL Central, you got the Brewers, but they lost Corbin Burns. The Cubs looking pretty decent. So um, the Reds looking pretty decent, but they lost their lost a pitcher now potentially to Tommy John, but their top prospect too. He's like suspended for 80 games for I think PEDs or something. Some tea juice with something, man. So it's another one. Another one. No. It would be nice to see the Angels get in the playoffs with Trout, but they need to add, you know, they definitely need to add to Trout. They got to get him a better surrounding cast. Doogie Bowser, yeah, he is word lifer. Yeah, he is, baby. Yeah, man. There. I mean, if we get a good start tomorrow from Rodon, that's we need that too. So I'd be very happy if they got some length of 6 or 7 innings from Rodon too. And the bullpen did get a break today, so we'll have some fresh arms tomorrow. So if the Yankees continue to bat, play well, I think they'll be okay. Cardinals, unfortunately, they got a lot of injured arms too. See, they could be better, but they got to get healthy. The Cardinals, in all honesty. Brandon Woodruff, I think he went back to the Brewers actually on a 2-year deal. Ethan, I think they brought him back for on a 2-year deal. Yeah. Montaz is also looking good as a Red. Yeah, he was their opening day starter. You Go figure. He was terrible here, and then he goes to the National League and becomes the ace for the Reds. So kind of nuts, but it's almost true. It's almost true. You know, we'll see if he stays healthy. But again, in Cincinnati, you're not dealing with a hornet's nest like you are with the Yankees either. So, which is crazy. Uh, yeah, I constantly. I mean, Cole. He contributes in so many different ways, not only with his performance on the field, but he mentors a lot of these guys and helps guide them in a way that makes them feel comfortable and empowers them, which is fantastic, which is really fantastic. So he, to me, is the other captain of this team. Yeah. Yeah. Damn, you're funny, dude. Yeah, Domingo Herman, Aroldis Chapman, they're both Pirates over there. So and I think, Rodon James is working on that third off-speed pitch, which I think is a slider. So if he can get that down pat, he's gonna be that much more dangerous. Rodon, he really is. You know, but yeah, it's true. He's exactly Billy. Yeah. Well, I'll say this about Gerrit Cole being hurt: he finds ways to contribute to the team even when he's on the IL. That's exactly what he's doing right now. He's in the ear of a lot of these pitchers, a lot of his teammates, and he's mentoring them and um, helping them navigate through, the spot of the season where without him. So he's contributing in a lot of different ways. So Cole, yeah, I mean, I think he would make a great pitching coach too. That's a great point. It's a great point. Yeah, Montez 13 million with the Reds. That's a lot of money for him. A lot of money. It was 13 or 16, something like that. It's a lot of money from the Reds. Nice been there. And Somerset's got a pretty good squad. They got a pretty good squad, and I think one of their pitching prospects from the Yankees just got promoted to Double A Somerset too, which is another great thing too. They have some guys rapidly on the rise, offensively and pitching. So this is a really good time to be a Yankee fan because they've got a lot in the farm to look forward to. They really, really do. So it's a good time to be the fan, most definitely. You know, but that's it, and that's I wonder if Cole will ever become a coach when he retires from playing. I hope Cole gets his 3,000 strikeout with the Yankees. I really do. That to me is kind of like a benchmark for Hall of Fame, and I hope he gets to 250 wins at some point too. Ben Rice is off to a great start. There's a lot of these guys off to a good start. So, but Ben Rice is important, and again, he's got that lefty bat. He can also be a catcher and play first base, so he profiles nicely, which is great, man. Yeah, Angel was terrible yesterday, Sean. He really was. He called a terrible game yesterday, Angel Fernandez. Yeah, he's universally hated in the ump world, that's for sure. He's like Rob Manfred, who's hated in the baseball world as a commissioner. People hate him, hate him. So, yeah, got that right, man. Double A pitching for the Yankees team is quite good. I could see them going to, I think Soto would sign something like this. I mean, um, I hope Boris doesn't get in the way. Like he got in the way of too many of his clients this offseason, and he kind of screwed things up for them. So, and I hope he doesn't do the same for Soto. He's already got Corbin Burns, he's already got Pete Alonso, he's got other guys too. So don't screw it up for Juan Soto, please, please. If Soto says I will sign for this price, then do your job and represent your clients instead of trying to finagle the Yankees for another 100 million, 150 million, or whatever. If that's what he's willing to pay for and he'll be happily sign for it, take the deal, please. Don't try to hoodwink the Yankees, man. You know? And the fans had Hill's back, Sean. The team had his back too. And at some point, like him and Schmidt, their pitch counts will come down and it'll give us a little bit more length in games. Their pitch counts are a little too high right now. But again, like it's early in the season. It's been not great weather. So not only is it hard to grip a ball, but Hill's coming off Tommy John surgery too. So it may take him a few months to find his groove. But I'm pretty confident that both these guys will find their groove. So that I am possible. That I'm encouraged about. Yeah, Gary, damn right. It was a party this year. Last year, it was kind of a funeral. You got that right. 13,600, man. I mean, I sign me up for that. I would do it. You know, and Soto's got swagger, man. He's showing it. He's showing it. Embracing the fans. He's embracing the New York limelight, and so that's what I think is going to make him a great Yankee. I really do. So I don't really buy the enjoy it while it lasts because he's going to sign with the Mets next year. He looks so much better in Yankee pinstripes than the Mets pinstripes, and it's a whole level of different quality in terms of teams and fan bases. It's just mm-mm, mm-mm, yeah. I mean, if you go 14, it'll probably be close to 700 CWE for Soto. No, Why sign Roki Sasaki, AJ? Why? I want to know your take. He's hyped through the gills, but that's if he gets posted next year. Remember, he might ask to be posted, but his team's not obligated to post him, so he could wait. They could make him wait until he's 25, like they did Yamamoto. So, but why do you want Roki Sasaki? And why do you think he's going to the Dodgers? You know, I'm hearing that might change now because of this Otani gambling situation. Yeah. I don't know, Billy. I don't know. We'll see if that's the case. But if he wants to go to Dodgers, let him go to Dodgers. You know, no loss here. But yeah, exactly, Sean. Priority number one is Soto, not Sasaki. But again, if he doesn't get posted, then he's got to wait. If he does get posted early, two things are going to happen. Number one, he's going to be subject to that 6-year window, 3 years of pre-arb, 3 years of arb, where he's not going to make a lot of money. And secondly, his team would be walking away from tens of millions of dollars in posting fees if they posted him early. So that's the other reason why I can't see it happening. You have no incentive to post him early, his team. So if he waits until he's 25, then, Tim King, let Murakami go to the Dodgers too. I don't know where he's going to play. And they got Freeman at first base. But let him. Let him and Sasaki go to Dodgers. I could care less. Yankees have more international money for next year. They're going to be, invested pretty well into that. And if Torres walks with a QO, if Verdugo walks with a QO, they get more money internationally for the following year. And they're already tied to the top 1 or 2 players in the next 2 or 3 years internationally. So this would make it a little bit easier for them to sign these types of guys. And then more guys on top of that, which is good. Yeah, if you can get him for 12 years, 600, that's 50 per. I would jump all over that. I would. No. Yeah. And again, there's a lot of. Does Verdugo? No, he does not get traded when the Martian comes. Yeah, a lot of folks think Martian's just going to take his spot. Why would people think that if he's playing well? Martian has to earn his spot back. It's not going to be given to him. He had 10 days of good play in the majors. That's it. Verdugo is not going to be traded. He's not going to sit for the Martian. Neither is Soto. Neither is Judge. Now, Verdugo can walk after this year because he's a free agent. Maybe that's the path Martian's going to have to do. It's going to have to wait and let him get healthy a little bit more. But I do not see Verdugo getting traded for the Dominguez. Can't see it. Murakami could be their third baseman of the future, but they also have guys like Sam Young. They also have guys like George Lombard and Roderick Arias too. So, the way that it's pegged now, I mean, you could even have Volpe move to second to replace Gleyber Torres, and then you can have Roderick Arias at short, George Lombard at third, and have just a young dynamic nucleus for the foreseeable future. But if they want Murakami, remember, they do not have to exercise Anthony Rizzo's 2025 option. It's a team option, so they could not exercise it and then go try to sign Murakami, or they can move Spencer Jones to first base. So they have options. They do have options. Yeah, I think Dominguez. I mean, it would be wise for him to start next year. Murakami to the Mets if Alonso's traded at the deadline, possibly, But right now, Alonso's their franchise, so I don't know why they would trade him at the deadline unless you can get a haul back for him. You'd have to get pitching back for him because the Mets are light on pitching. So you'd have to get a pitcher, but then you'd have to think which team is willing to give up pitching and who needs a first base / DH in the American League. That's my other Question. Yeah, there's no doubt Tim K. New York is the best state. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it. So, yeah, damn. Well, last year's, I mean, Rizzo injury last year was a freak injury, a collision with freaking Fernando Tatis. So, it's a kind of damn, for unfortunately, a freak injury. You know, we'll see. But I'm not even thinking about Murakami. He's not posted. I'm not thinking about Roki Sasaki either. He's not posted. So, I'm not even wasting my time with those guys until they're actually posted. This doesn't make any sense to. But I know people are going to continue to talk about Roki Sasaki, continue to talk about Murakami. It's like we got endless talk about Yamamoto this offseason. Endless talk. Right? He's not here. So, you know, he's not here and I can care less. Could care less. No. Aiden, what's good? I think too, Billy. I mean, I think the Mets are wise to re-sign him. I mean, if you look at Forbes put out the franchise values a couple days ago, and the Mets right now are minus 290 million in the red. So I don't know if they're going to be able to afford to sign Juan Soto. They're going to have and re-sign Pete Alonso. Like how much it's going to cost? Pete Alonso is going to cost probably 200 million. So that's a tough one. You know. Yeah, Verdugo, exactly, Constantine. Verdugo's getting his sea legs under him. He's starting to, find his groove here, and he looks more at home too. He really does. More news? No, yeah, it's. I honestly feel like this is a cover up. I feel like the MLB is going to try and keep it as quiet as possible, and they're going to really try to throw the translator under the bus and let Otani walk scot free. That's what I have a feeling is going to happen, but we'll see. I don't know. I can't confirm that, but the situation stinks. His story's changed. I'm like, I feel like the guy's lying, but I feel like they're going to cover up for him just like they did with the Astros. You know, Sam, if I had predictions now, I think it's going to be the Orioles and the Yankees at the top, but you never know. You never really know. Um, the Red Sox are surprisingly good, but now I don't know. We'll see how well they can hang now that they've lost Trevor Story. See what they can do. You know, that's the other tough part. Um, yeah, umpires. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna have robot umps in the majors. I don't know. I don't know. That would stink. I don't want to take the human element out of the game, but I do think. Oh, yes, I think Otani's protected by MLB. He's their cash cow. They're gonna do whatever they can to protect their cash cow. You know, which disappoints me. But what I think about new, honestly, Dan, I do think it has something to do, not completely directly, but I do think it's correlated with the new injuries with the pitchers, especially guys that throw hard. 18 seconds is not a lot of time. They've already cut up to 20, now they're cutting to 18. It's not a lot of time to kind of get yourself set on a day where it's hard to grip the ball. And if you have a pitch com issue or whatever, you have to get all that stuff figured out before those 18 seconds are up. And that's not an easy thing to do. So I think it's going to hamper pitchers more than help them. And I don't see the point. Like, they already reduced games significantly, moving it down to 20. What's the point moving it from 20 to 18? Why? Why? Right? That's my take on it. Yeah. Yeah, Sunil Stanton's he's heating up, man. Dude is heating up. Yeah, but I don't think anything's gonna happen on Tony. I'd be surprised. I really honestly would be surprised. So, but I will wrap this up in a minute. I'm gonna go help with bedtime for my daughters. But well, this is true too. Yeah, if they go with Robo Bombs, they gotta allow pitch replays. Yep. 100%. 100%. Mm-hmm. I hope they don't take the human element out of the game. Robot arms should be taking the human element out of the game, I think. So, player's going to argue with a robot? Doubt it. Hmm. Some kind of review, like maybe James. I know they have like some type of review here, but it's not like the NFL. But they do. But they've got to do better. I mean, there are other areas where the game can get better, like salary floor, right? Teams and revenue sharing. These are more important things that are more directly attributed to performance of the game and performance of teams than 20 to 18 seconds on the pitch clock. You know? Well, exactly. How do you not know about $4.5 million missing? Like, on one hand, he said, yeah, he helped his translator who had a gambling problem to pay off his debts, and then the next day he had this rehearsed script that he read and didn't take any questions from anybody, and they threw his translator under the bus and said it was a theft and blah blah blah. Like, no wonder he wasn't taking questions. It seems way too fishy for me. It really does. But yeah, Relu, you might be right. Robot arms will probably come to the majors sooner or later. I hope later. Well, we'll see. You know, I can't see them argue. How are you going to argue with a robot arm? Can't see it. You know, we'll be a call into any like even yesterday, Labor Torres, that terrible call by Andrew Hernandez, which was clearly a balk. And then he did that, and then he came in through the ball, and then he called Torres out on the strike, on third strike, which was clearly a balk. And Andrew Hernandez didn't see that, which is beyond me, but that's what happened. You know? Yeah, Otani's exactly, Bendo. He's set up for life, man. He really is. Could see a manager arguing with robots. It's like the Star Wars get into some kind of electronic sword fight in the freaking home plate. Oh man, I don't know. Challenge. Yeah, I don't know. Dang, I'm not sure. uh Probably being, yeah, gonna end up being powered by Google. Say, yeah, probably, probably. Yeah, Strasburg made his retirement official. He officially filed the papers. I know he said it was going to hang him up and all this stuff, and then became inactive. But he officially filed his retirement papers. So I wish him well. Unfortunately, he was down by injuries too, but he was one hell of a pitcher. He really, really is. Yeah. Yeah. Instant replay. Yeah, I mean, to a degree, Peanut. Yeah, I think so too. They have to figure out those types of things right now, and I think they're still working on that. And I do think in the next 2 years or so, it'll get better. How much better, I don't know, but it's got to get better. You know, Robot gets Star Wars and doing Jedi mind tricks, and the manager tell him to go back. Yeah, exactly, Clemenza. That's great, man. Oh man. Why pitches do not last? Yeah, I mean it's crazy. I mean, it really, really is crazy. And again, like they didn't have to deal with this 18-second pinch clock when guys were throwing, you know, almost 8 innings every game, the Nolan Ryan era and on. So like in Randy Johnson, they didn't have to worry about the stuff. They didn't have to. Now these pitchers do. It's a different game, completely different. But we'll see one way or the other. We'll see what happens. I mean, we will see what happens. But let me let you go, gang. Thank you so much for coming on. Yankees are 9-2, baby. Right now, before I go, let's check out. Let's make sure the Yankees haven't made any moves. I always like to check their Twitter before I head out because when they make roster moves, they generally put that out first on Yankees Twitter. So, no, no, that's it. No, no moves right now. Aside from the moves they made earlier today. So it looks like the Yankees are going to be pretty good right now. Looks like we'll be all right. But I expect them to make some more pitching moves over the next couple days, couple weeks while they are moving things around in the bullpen, especially if guys have to go extra innings and stuff like that. I expect them to shuffle things out in the pen a little bit. Maybe even in the rotation, but more likely the pen. I mean, really. Um, let's see. No other moves. Mm, yeah, no other moves right now. Nothing. Just double checking a couple areas, a couple sources, but nothing. Yeah. Yeah, man. Replays on ball. It's got to be like, and now it's like now you can get ejected if you argue balls and strikes with the regular human umps. Like like those types of things need to be. They need to consider a better way. They've got to negotiate a better way. Like honestly, you know, Gerrit Cole, interesting comment about the arguments about pitch clocks causing pitchers to be injured. Yeah, I mean it's especially for guys who throw hard. Your recovery time. You're cutting into their recovery time towards the next pitch. You really are. And that to me is a thing that's important. And I don't know if they take that into consideration, or as much as they'd like to, right? So, but we'll see. Boone again said, "Yeah, I mean, but he kind of knew. Like at that point, what was the point of arguing? The other arm stepped in, so there's really no need to go on on a tear on the Hernandez DM just yet. I would save those fights for later on in the season, no doubt." Hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, Cole's very durable. He's a workhorse, and again, like he could have some residual pain from his season last year as well. But the fact that they've cut into these types of things, and he is a big time creature of habit, Gerrit Cole. So anytime you throw his routine off, I would expect him to feel it and act accordingly, right? So, but we'll see. I'm just glad he's back on the mound, back on the field playing catch. So we'll see how the next couple days, because we'll get news like, is he feel good tomorrow? Does he feel good the next day? The day of, no surprise, but do you feel good the day after? That's a different story, right? So, but you're right. Cole doesn't really get hurt. I mean, this is something that happened this offseason that a lot of folks attributed to pitchers getting hurt. And if it's true, then I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, I would definitely in the next CBA try to alleviate that, try to address that. I would definitely try to improve the game. Heck yeah. But have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much for coming on. Hit the like button on the way out. If you're not sub to this channel, hit the sub on the way out. We are trying to get to 21,000 subs over the next couple weeks. We're just a little under 200 away, so your help's greatly appreciated. And I'm always eternally grateful for your support. So hit the like button too. We always try to get over 100 likes in the live streams as well. It's always nice to celebrate a Yankees win. It's a heck of a lot more than talking about a Yankees loss. And right now we're 9-2, baby. Let's keep this thing going. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Peace and love. See you tomorrow.